ERA Reardon, Realtor, Jenna Chmielewski. Hi, Jenna.
Hi.
Nice to see you again.
Good to see you.
Jenna, a frequent guest on At Home Jackson.
Yes.
Now, it's going to snow tomorrow, you know.
I'm just ignoring that.
But isn't, you know, in the real estate, as soon as the weather breaks, it starts warming up, spring is in the air, that's when things start kicking off.
Absolutely. We are still struggling with inventory, not a lot of houses on the market. I would say I saw a little bit of a boom this week, and I think it's just because not only is the weather thawing out, I think people are starting to thaw out. But I can understand sellers are reluctant to put their house on the market, have people walk through with the snow on their shoes, which as a realtor you should always encourage your buyers to take your shoes off, and especially this time of year.
Yeah.
But definitely when it gets warmer. And there is still that old concept that springtime and summertime is the only time of year that homes sell.
No.
No, not for the past few years. I would say if you have any downtime, it's a couple weeks before school starts, just because nobody's in the mindset of wanting to buy a house.
Sure.
You're just focused on getting the kids ready for school, and maybe a week after school starts, and then it right back at it.
Well, we've got not only buildings, but vacant land.
Yes.
And you're excited because you brought some details about a property you're representing.
Absolutely. So many people know that I'm a seniors real estate specialist, and so I like to work with older adults and their families, but I will market any opportunities I can. My entire adult career I've been in some form of sales and marketing, and that's the thing I love about real estate is when I have listings, it's a brand new thing to market. And when I encountered this property, me, as a non-outdoorsy girl, completely fell in love with this property. It's just stunning. It's almost like having your own nature preserve.
Well, good news. It's available, and it's in the beautiful Irish Hills. And today, we're going to take you there via this video.
Hi, Jenna Chmielewski with ERA Reardon Realty. Welcome to my newest listing. Beautiful 50 acres of vacant land on Brooklyn Road, right here in Brooklyn, Michigan. You'll love the location, so quick to all the shopping, entertainment of Brooklyn, and Clark Lake is just down the road. You're just a few minutes away from MIS. Easy commute to 127, M50, 94, 12, and so much more. But what you're gonna love is this property. This property is full of wetlands, the Raisin River runs through it, mud lake all to yourself, and just the wildlife, you won't believe it. Come check it out.
Wow. So where in Alaska is this?
It's in the heart of Brooklyn.
No kidding. I can't even picture it. It's on 50.
It's on 50, just north of Riverside, where Riverside runs into M50. It's quite a bit off the
okay.
road. So actually, so
It's
we're
on the other side of 50.
yes,
The other side.
the other side of Riverside.
Okay.
Same side as like Wesco, and
Yep. Okay, I can picture it now.
Wesco is my usual landmark.
Yeah. So the
So
part
look
of
at the
lakes-
property, get some donuts. You know.
Good idea. The Hills Golf Course. It's next to this.
Yes, so you can actually, from that deer blind that I sat in comfortably while it was heated, while the photographer did his beautiful drone work, you can actually see a couple of the holes on Hills Heart of the Lakes, and you can see the clubhouse as well. Granted, it's winter, so there's no leaves in the trees, so you can
Sure.
see it. So I would imagine in the summer when the trees are full, you probably can't see it as well.
And the Raisin River, it's pretty wide there.
It is.
And-
So lots of great, anything outdoors you want to do, you can do on this property. I know that a lot of people like to canoe and kayak down that river. You also have, again, Mud Lake all to yourself. The property surrounds Mud Lake completely. Where that deer blind is, it's up on a hill, and he's got a deck, a wraparound deck around that deer blind. And if I had the $500,000 to spend, that's where I would build my house, because you go up this hill and you look down at all this gorgeous property. You see deer to the left over by the lake. You saw about 100 geese in the river there. There were swan. There's just every type of fowl possible. And it's not very wet. People assume that it's swampy because it's wetlands. The sellers created trails, and as you can see, you drive four-wheelers on it.
Well, it's got a giant sledding hill, so there is some elevation
Yes.
there too.
It's quite a bit of elevation. If I were to build, that would actually, my husband said, we need to win the lotto so we can buy this, because this is where we would build our house, right here. It's stunning. And then there's 3 potential areas where you could build, and we've got that on that last slide there. And so you'd have room for a nice large house, pole barn, and more. It's nice because you've got so much privacy, and you're just, everything that's beautiful about the outdoors is there.
It's awesome. What's the zoning?
It's residential.
So a developer could.
There's not a lot that could be developed, I would imagine, but a builder definitely could build an amazing custom home there.
Yeah. So it could be yours.
Should be.
How many acres?
49.
Oh, wow. So right there. Walking distance to downtown Brooklyn too.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
You what's nice, I mean, just shot down Riverside, you're at Clark Lake, because Riverside ends at Ocean Beach, and that's where Clark Lake is. You've got everything in Brooklyn. You're not that far from Napoleon either, with it being on M50. So as much entertainment, dining, shopping that the Irish Hills have to offer, you're right in the center of it. It's amazing.
Looks awesome. Go get with Jenna if you're interested.
That's right.
And I bet there will be a lot. As we watched it, I thought it was really cool to shoot that in the winter, because typically you'd see, that kind of a property with the summer scenes. But
Right.
winter, it's obviously a cool.
I love how blue the river pops
Yeah.
with the white snow on the ground. It made such a stunning visual.
Yep. Earlier this week, we toured the Albert Kahn Apartments, and the manager showed me 3 3-ring binders filled with their waiting list applications.
Right.
There's shortage, isn't there?
There's a massive shortage.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And as we were talking, the cost of construction still is high, but because inventory is so low, there's still a lot of construction going on. There's a lot of building. And they're rumoring that in the next about 4 to 6 months that the cost of construction will decline a bit. So we're hopeful.
Yeah, people might have noticed some land being cleared in places like Summit Township. There's potential developments that people are exploring. So
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I hear quite a few of the builders in the area are quite busy,
yeah,
which is good news.
yes, it is. Well, thanks for sharing that awesome property with us,
Thank you.
and good to see you.
Always good to be here.
Yeah, always great to have Jenna Chmielewski from ERA Reardon. Up next, we're going to meet